Good morning and welcome in. I'm Clancy Burke.
And I'm Kristen Cornett. Elise and Nathan are off this morning.
So you're stuck with us.
Yes, you are.
New developments now in the case of a man convicted of setting his girlfriend on fire. Michael SLAGER is facing capital murder charges and could face the death penalty.
Nathan, Elise, I have that study in my hands right now, and if you do the math, that means 25 kids an hour in the United States are hurt from bikes. So if you're a parent, you might think, oh, I taught my kid how to ride. They could just hop right on. They're good to go, right? Well, that's very wrong, because every single time they get on that bike, something can happen. There are so many risks, and it's so important to be prepared, starting with the outfit. Yes, it's very important that you pick out an outfit that's very visible. So this bright pink, I guess we could call it a jacket, would be good.
Working lots of overtime may not be worth it in terms of your health, so if my boss is out there, listen up.
Nathan, Elise, I don't think there's much we can all agree on, because clearly we're frenemies. By frenemies, I really mean enemies, let's be real here. But one thing we can agree on is that December 25th is the best day of the year. We all look forward to it, we all love it, but I always say, why celebrate one day when you can celebrate an entire month? That's right, for the entire month of July, we are going to be celebrating Christmas here at Entertainment Junction.
A nationwide search is on for 3 men wanted for raping and kidnapping 2 teenage girls in Ohio. Congressman Jim Jordan is fighting back against claims he turned a blind eye to sexual misconduct at OSU. Jordan was an assistant wrestling coach at the university when Dr. Richard Strauss was there.
Elise, this weekend, 1.7 million Ohioans are expected to hit that road. And even though I'm a little bit bitter that I'm not one of them, I want to help you out because I know, Elise, you're going to be hitting that road. So the first thing has to do with this heat. It can wreak havoc on your car. And a fun fact, I didn't even know, your windshield wipers can melt if they're in the heat for a long period of time.
This is going to be like nothing you've ever seen. You are going to witness it all, and you're probably wondering, what? A Guinness World Record at scene 75? Listen, it's going to happen, and there's just a couple of key ingredients we need, starting with a blindfolded gentleman. Where are we ever going to find one? Would you look at that right here? All right, Darren, I'm going to guide you to where you need to be. We are going to guide him to this red line, a little bit like that, Darren. Yes, he is set. So now that we have this, you're probably thinking, Clancy, what the heck? And that's why Jacob here is going to explain. So Jacob, what is this world record you speak of?
And I'm just a little bit excited for the air show this year. So the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there's going to be a lot that you can expect. You know, obviously we're going to have a lot of the same performers and a lot of the same fun, but there's also going to be a few bonuses sprinkled in. And one of those, Elise, is what you just mentioned. It's that ORBIS Flying Eye Hospital. And like the name suggests, it's basically a hospital that's on wheels that's also in the air. It's really cool. Everything's kind of just strapped down.
Love that song. During the week, do you enjoy a healthy breakfast at home, or are you more likely to grab food from your favorite coffee place or fast food drive-thru on the way to work? Yeah, I can relate. Consumer Reports food experts secretly tasted 48 breakfast items and collected nutrition data looking for healthier and tastier options.
Because guys, this is tough work, but if anyone can do it, it is Jacob, me, and Darren. I think it's going to be set. You have to stay tuned now on Fox 45. You have to stay tuned. Grab some breakfast. Stay tuned. Back to you guys.
So you see how all these bikes are kind of just lined up? That's not how you want to be riding. You don't want to be riding next to your kids. You want to be riding in front of and in back of them. So if you're a mom and dad, maybe mom in the front, dad in the back, vice versa, doesn't really matter. But that's going to make it a lot more safe. Coming up in 30 minutes, though, at 5:40 this morning, we're going to be telling you the #1 mistake that most parents make, and they don't even realize they're making it.
Nathan, Elise, I don't think I've ever seen so many blankets in my life. There is no shortage here. Look at all of these. I mean, it's amazing to see. All of these are donations, but that wasn't the original mission. Originally, the goal for Dasha and Cecile was to make these, but then they realized that just wasn't going to work out. So they ended up asking for donations and then buying them from Walmart. I'm here with Cecile right now, and tell me about that. How did you kind of discover the whole knitting thing wasn't going to work out?
I'm not pretending, Elise. I'm really whipping up some cookies. You would know nothing about that, because considering we all know you cannot cook. Look at these. Oh my gosh. We're just going to place that over here. Oh my gosh, these actually do smell delicious. And this is for the people on the nice list, guys, but
You guys don't know about that as well. Let me just sweep up a bit with my festive broom, all right? That's how you sweep. But what I really want right now is to go into Santa Claus to see, hey, well, I mean, I already know I'm on the nice list, obviously, but I want to say, hey, are my friends on the nice list? So we're going to be going in here and, oh, we don't have Santa Claus. We have something better. We have Bill Mefford, the king of Entertainment Junction. That's just my title for him. But Bill, you keeping the seat warm for Santa? We're sidetracked. What are we doing here?
We're having too much fun.
We're having too much fun at Teen 75, but we do want to break a world record, do we not?
Of course, 100%.
So we're going to switch things up a little bit. Clearly, I'm not too good of a catcher, but have you seen my arm? That throw, though. So that's why I'm going to have Darren over here put on, look at him, he's all ready, put on the blindfold. Darren, are you ready for this? We're going to break a world record.
We're going to kill it.
And can you tell them who currently holds the world record?
So actually, we've got two 13-year-old girls that hold the record for 25 caught.
That doesn't really sit with me. Does that sit with you?
No, it doesn't. So let's change that.
Let's do it. High five. He couldn't do it. I can't be here and not try the big seat out. Let's see. I feel so powerful. This is amazing. But we have a lot more in store coming up on Fox 45, so you're not going to want to go anywhere. Even if you have to go to work, just hold it off a little bit. This is going to be fun. For now, though, back to you guys.
Right now, the AC is blasting, and this is a piece of advice that AAA gives because, actually, let me turn this off. I don't want my hair to blow in the wind, but because your mindset is so important when you're traveling. You need to be well rested. You need to be well fed. You need to be cooled down. So if you have maybe a husband or a wife, tell them all this. Be like, yep, I need to be well fed. But seriously, on a serious note, you want to be calm and you want to take your time.
But they're not meant to be real scary. This is for kids.
Right.
You know,
I'm just a baby. Let's be real here. Like, trust me, guys, this isn't where am I going. Is it this way, Bill?
That would be a good way to go, yeah.
I feel like for anyone, all right, I did not expect that. I was just trying to get to this other area. Bill, where is isn't there okay, all right, this is the big ending, guys. As I wrap this up and say goodbye, I am going to be going into my own little cocoon. Goodbye. Back to you, Nathan and Elise.
Can we make her disappear like that every morning?
County Fair kicks off today. With today's threat of severe weather, we wanted to know how they're handling it. Fox 45's Clancy Burke, they're live now. Clancy, what's their plan?
Adam, today was not a good day to have a fair. There was thunder, there was lightning, and as you can see, there wasn't a whole lot of people here. But still, some people did show up, and they came with their umbrellas, with their rain boots, and with a game plan in case severe weather hits. When Bryce Lokai came to the Clark County Fair, he knew what he was in for.
I was thinking like a big thunderstorm, kind of. Like rain, lightning, thunder. I was kind of thinking that.
But don't you worry, Bryce has a game plan.
If I was like a manager here, and if there's like a severe thunderstorm, possible tornado nearby, I'd probably just keep everybody inside.
And Scott Rollins, who's been working 12 years at the fair, says that's exactly what they do.
There's some kind of like safety shelter out here at every fair, so they'll just kind of direct people there.
He works one of the outdoor basketball games, so the weather for him is a big deal.
If it's terrible weather, then we don't have an opportunity to make any money because the people's not here.
But inside the 30 buildings at the fair, Executive Director Dean Blair says it's a different story.
You could stay in a shelter or covered area for 10 hours and not see it all.
One of the big hits this year is the shooting simulator put on by the Clark County Sheriff's Office.
We wanted to let the public demonstrate what it is like to be in our shoes, how much pressure and stress it becomes in the event.
The stress, pressure, split-second decisions.
And that's what law enforcement officers do every day.
And dozens of people were able to experience it, including me.
Just watching the video, it puts you on edge. You say, how do these guys do it?
And so even though it's pouring rain outside, and for some it's even a little scary,
I don't want to get struck by lightning.
The Clark County Fair has you covered, rain or shine. I've been at the fair since around noon, and I've heard thunder, I've heard rain. One thing I haven't heard is any emergency announcement on that intercom you're looking at right now. That is what the executive director said he will use if there is a severe weather threat or warning or anything like that, and that's when people would get in shelter, get in place. Right now, though, we are kind of lucky. All we're dealing with is a little bit of wind, but no rain, no thunder, no lightning. For now, live in Springfield, Clancy Burke, Fox 45 News.